Welcome to Alias AI. Alias turns your email inbox into an intelligent task manager. Anytime you open an email from your inbox, Alias goes into action, scans the email that you're reading, and determines if that email is going to be high value or low value. If it's a high value email, Alias will automatically extract the details from that email and put it into your productivity hub. Here we are in the Productivity Hub. This is really where all the magic happens in Alias. You have two main lists, to-dos and you have follow-ups. To-dos are action items that you, as the user, need to be doing right now. The to-dos are chronologically laid out by order of importance, starting with everything that's due today at the top of the list. This is where users need to focus because these items are going to be essentially the most time sensitive. From my to-do list, I can easily click into any email, read the contents of that thread, and be able to reply directly to an email from my to-do list. I don't have to bounce out to other applications. I can respond directly from the Productivity Hub, and this will actually respond to the email thread. Another great feature of Alias is the Compose AI rewrite. Here, I can respond to a task that Alias has. I can reply to the thread, and if you can see here, I can basically say, minimal context, can you explain the difference? Okay, you're going to go ahead and just hit AI rewrite, and this is going to completely write an email for you in your tone. If you want to accept that, you just go ahead and hit accept. You can go ahead and make any tweaks you need here and go ahead and send this off. Another great feature about the to-do list is manually creating a to-do. Let's say, for example, I get off the phone. I need to remember to send invoice to Mike. I can go ahead and manually add this to-do to my to-do list. From here, I can give this minimal context. So I just add the email of somebody I'm going to be conversing with and a little bit of context. Here is the invoice, number 44506. I'm going to go ahead and hit AI rewrite and watch what happens. Alias is going to create an entire email for me in addition to adding a relevant subject line. And I can go ahead and just send this off as is or make any tweaks I need to. Coolest part about this is it's in your tone. So Alias knows based on previous emails what you've said before, and it'll mirror your previous tone. If you want to put a to-do at the top of your list, you just go ahead and add a star, and it's actually going to shoot that up to the top of your list, and it's going to keep it up here. Think of it like a pinned email almost. Within my to-do list, I can go ahead and navigate to these three dots here. I can have complete control over the to-do. I can actually edit the to-do contents. I can actually edit the engaged person, or I can actually edit the due date here and select what day I want to change this to if there's an update. Let's say I complete a task offline, somebody texts me or calls me, and I no longer need to have this on my to-do list. I can go ahead and just check this off with a simple check mark. All the tasks that I mark complete are actually sent to the bottom of my list, and I can go ahead and uncheck those to restore them if I want to send them back on my list if something changed last minute. What makes Alias different is these tasks are all generated automatically from emails that I just opened. So all I need to do is open an email. Alias will read the email, determine if it's high value. If it is, it'll create a to-do for me, add it to my list, and I can just manage it from my to-do list. Everything's taken care of. In addition to the to-do list, the follow-up list is everything that I, as the user, am waiting on. So I've asked for something and I haven't received the information. This is where I like to start my day. I can click into a follow-up and I can actually just go ahead and reply and just go ahead and with one click, have Alias draft a follow-up email on my behalf. If I like this, I can go ahead and accept it, and I can make any tweaks here before I need to email this off. The great thing to note is any drafts that I'm making here in my Compose window are actually going to be mirrored in my Gmail inbox and saved as a draft. So I don't need to worry about losing any drafts. If I'm in the middle of something, I can access it from both my Gmail and also my Compose window in Alias. Here's some other great Compose email features. If I want to attach a file, I can go ahead and do so here. Down on the bottom, standard PDFs, JPEGs, whatever you need to attach. It's just like a standard email inbox. And also your signature. You can carry over your custom signature. You can actually upload your HTML-based signature into your email inbox, and it looks and feels just like any other email inbox. So you can actually set it as a default if you'd like to send your emails with your signature every time. If you want to do that, you go ahead and navigate over to your settings. And in your settings, there's a checkbox here to include when sending emails, if you'd like to have that as a default. Another super helpful feature here is the ignore sender feature. Let's say there's a cold sales email that does make its way through and Alias creates a to-do to respond to this person. If I don't ever want to see that email again, I can easily just go in and I can just ignore the sender. Once I click ignore sender, that email address is added to a list of emails that Alias will just completely disregard every time if you happen to open that email again in the future. This keeps your list clean and organized, and it's a really great feature. If you ever want to take someone off your ignore sender list, you go ahead and navigate to your settings, and here's your full list of ignore senders here. You can just go ahead and trash the one that you want to restore. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy Alias. For more information, check us out at usealias.ai.